time it is. I don't even gotta say it. Y'all already know. SRT the click. We in the A. SRT the click. Keep it super lit. Got a check. Need a place to bet. Got fruit cups on deck. We don't play every Wednesday. You gotta turn up. Keep it real. Everybody in the A. Tune to us. Yeah. Super slick when I spin move. I just touch down. Real smooth. And it's H.O. from Bankhead. So we don't tie. We gotta go for two. Money ain't nothing fun. Coach call it a play, we gotta fall in. SRT be the crew, you know we ballin'. Sports round table, the only option. Bankhead. So what I do? Turn up every Wednesday with the SRT crew. Yeah. So what I do? Turn up every Wednesday with the SRT crew.
What up? It is the Sports Roundtable, and we're live from our virtual studios overlooking the digital world. We are back again. Happy SRT Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. Right in time. We got to let that breathe a little bit. Yes, sir. As we let that breathe, welcome on in. And we're here, as you know. Happy SRT Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. It is showtime. It is that time, and we got some news not only coming out of Flowery Branch, but last week, LeBron James tried to steal the weekend from the girl. As LeBron James decided to make his, what did they call it, the last decision? Make the last decision known as he is going to the great city of Philadelphia. Yes, sir. So him and Rocky Balboa will be eating cheesesteaks together along with Bryce Harper and Jalen Hurts. How about that? So LeBron James has signed. This is episode 485. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to the Sports Roundtable. I am your humble host, H.O. from Bankhead, and chilling up in the cut. We got Coach in the building. What up, Coach? Coach, you just glad that the NBA is back. That's off the All-Star weekend. There you go. And down here by himself at the clear bottom, Mr. Asa Brown from DNA Sports. What up, bro?
Gentlemen, what's going on? SRT family, how y'all doing?
All is well. Anything going on for you over the weekend? In the marathon you had the
Nah. I got signed up for October. So there's a fresh one in October.
I meant to tell you, Emory have a Winship Castle 5K run every year too.
Okay, I'll look into it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to see if I can get some information from you. Yep. And,
as of right now, the next one will be October.
Okay, so you have to put your jacket on that one, huh?
Actually, man, that's the best weather when it's just cool, not too cold, because the body will take care of itself once you get going.
Understood. Coach, anything going on for you this weekend? How was your week?
I'm here.
You here?
Yep.
All right.
Well, we happy for that, Coach. We're glad you're here.
You enjoyed the fever last night?
Yeah, they were angry. They had some personal things going on last night. That's the way they were shooting.
Mm-hmm. All right, so as I pull up the show notes, let's see. We got a lot going on. We got some LeBron James signing the WNBA All-Star weekend. And as the Braves is about to come on, do you actually trust the Braves moving forward now? After they had to use a position player to finish off the game the other night. And as they lose the first game of the doubleheader today. Ace, you wanted to say something? I heard the mic move.
Well, I mean, listen, that game when they gave up 20 some odd runs, it seemed like I was going to call it a throwaway game, right? Just because it was on the road at the end of a rotation, you kind of understood you wasn't going to go, you was going to be using the end of your rotation. But you had used so much of your bullpen in the earlier series against the Rangers and the Orioles, so you kind of stuck there as well. So I wasn't so upset with the loss. I wasn't worried about it, but now you come back and you lose the front end of a doubleheader. That's problematic. So we'll see.
Mm-hmm. As we go to the chat, want to say what's up to the tenants. What up, Des? Big Z is here early. What up, Big Z? And he says, heart says yes, but mind says no. Oh, he's already answering the question about the Braves. Mind says not, but his heart says yes. Well, we go see. I guess it's going to take a lot to try to get this going down the stretch. So, well, look who is joining us, ladies and gentlemen. So we got to run that thing back.
No,
My main man, Mr. Hancock, is in the building.
What's up, fellas?
You right on time, because we about to jump right on into it, because it is yes. And so I got to throw this question out. Well, let me get into some hot news. Let me do this thing correctly.
Still Hancock. Cowboy sign.
Blazing. Hot. Scorching. On fire. Red hot. This is why I'm hot. It's the Sports Roundtable Hot News.
Yes, sir. And the hot news sponsored by, you already know, the Big Easy Grill, where you can go to the Big Easy Grill, take 2 bites, get rid of 1 shrimp. The crab claws are wonderful. So is the catfish bites. And the red beans and rice cannot be denied. Go ahead and wash it on down with some Arnold Palmer, and you will not be disappointed. Let them know the SRT Sports Roundtable sent you, and you can get your SRT discount. In the meal is $25 or more. How about that? Ladies and gentlemen, we are going deep, and Hancock, you already got your boy Big Z saying what's up to you.
What's up, Z? What's happening?
Yeah, we are in the building. All right, so here we go. I had this, this is, Hancock, you've always said this. If your grandmother makes the best pancakes that you've ever had, and that's what you grew up on, it would be hard for you to say that she don't have the best pancakes, even if you go over your auntie house or a friend of yours house who pancakes are actually good, correct?
Correct, no doubt about it.
So they had this thing that was on social media, and they had Rich Paul saying why LeBron should be the best basketball player that ever played the game. Then he turned around on the other hand, Tim Grover was trying to say that we can end the discussion. He was telling people why Michael Jordan is the GOAT, and there should be no question about it. Now, Tim Grover is the person who actually trained Michael Jordan, and Rich Paul is LeBron James' agent. Now, what are they supposed to say? like, I mean, what are they supposed to say? I mean, this is, I was like, you know what? I can't even listen to this anymore. I mean, you taking the people that is closer to the players that we're talking about and making and using them as a market bait. But anyway, let's get on to this LeBron James thing. We're gonna start with Coach. Coach, were you surprised that he signed with Philly? Now, how do you feel about it?
Nope. You look at what you got, and you look at the variables, and then you break it down. Cleveland, James Harden, nope. Miami, Giannis don't want him, nope. Golden State, Draymond Green, nope. What's the name? And then look at Philly. Young guys, old guys, good mix. There you go. Simple as that. When they are steady adding players as we speak.
They are. All right, Asa, what you got? Surprise and
hella surprise. Hella surprise. I was all in on Cleveland. And not just for for several reasons. Some of it not basketball. I was looking beyond, these 2 years and then going into the first 5 years of retirement. He's done everything that 23 has done with his career. So why not have a documentary back at home in the career there? And Cleveland, in my opinion, still offered him a good chance of winning as well. And it could be an extra feather in his hat if he, the proverbial pulled Harden and was able to help Spider get across the or get to the finals. You know what I'm saying? So I was surprised he said no to Cleveland. I hear everybody saying, it's because of Harden. They were right. He didn't go to Cleveland. I was wrong. I just thought it was Cleveland.
Yeah.
So him going to Philly surprised me. And then it's coming out that he really probably wanted to go to New York, but they won a championship. So Philadelphia then became the second choice. But I'm gonna go with you though. You had always said, look at all the people that were there that were in the thing. What's the name of his group? The Rich Paul Clutch Sports. So many of the got many. He had clients there, right? So adding one more, and you had lived on that HO for a while, as far as like watch where his clients go, right? Where Clutch clients go. So he's in Philly now. Let's see what happens.
All right, Hancock, let's go. What you got?
Yeah, it was kind of a curveball because when you see Jaylen Brown go there, you say, well, okay, that's a star going. You already have a star in Maxey, and you would be able to kind of rest Embiid throughout the year, to have him fresh for the playoffs because it's all about jockeying and getting a position. I didn't see him going here to Philly because you are now retarding the progress of VJS Escom. Now he's going to be a corner guy. You know what I mean? He has to sit in the corner and wait his turn. The thing about what he does, he shined last year. He showed he has potential to be a player in this league, not a corner guy. And now in the next year, he's going to be off ball a lot. You won't have to get him involved in the offense. He's going to be like an afterthought. What's he going to be like, the fourth option? I mean, you look at depending on where you look at Maxey or Brown, they're either 1 or 2. LeBron is 3, and now VJ Scoot, he goes down to 4. And when Embiid's in there, he's probably 5. Embiid probably goes to 2. So I don't know how he's looking at this, because now he has to wait. Well, LeBron will be there at least 2 years. So now VJ, not only are you going to hurt him as far as his progress in the NBA, we get paid off of our numbers. Well, we don't, but they get paid off of what numbers they put up. So now his numbers are going to suffer. So when it comes time for him to get his contract, he won't have that, to be able to say, look what I can do. Look at the numbers I can put up. You know what I mean? They're going to hold that against him when you go to the negotiating table. I mean, there are certain floors you're going to get to, but when it comes time to get paid, well, you're not an all-star. You're not all this. You're not that. Maybe you can get to all defense. I don't know, depending on how he plays. But to have a guy that you look at that's probably going look at could be a cornerstone of your franchise coming off last year, he and Maxey, and now you relegated him to a 4th player. I didn't see LeBron going there for that, because I thought they had a vision and had a plan on what they were doing. I thought he was probably with Draymond, honestly, with Draymond giving up his contract and doing what he did, I thought they would retool. And I think that thing that hurt them with Golden State was not getting AD. Had they gotten AD, I think he's in Golden State. I honestly do think that's what would happen. So to me, the Philly thing, I never saw coming. I didn't think he was going back to Miami. I honestly didn't think he was going to Cleveland, to be honest with you. So I honestly had no other real lean besides Golden State until Anthony Davis got out of the picture. When he was out of the picture, I had no clue. So the Philly thing was like, okay, I understand it, but I didn't see it coming.
Yeah, that was it was where all of the Philly people wanted them to go, because it is a traditional franchise that has some traditional players like Julius Erving, Charles Barkley, Moses Malone, and all that.
Does this tarnish his legacy? Is what I want to know. We talked last time I was on. I kind of talked about this. The people that are coming of age and kind of understand the game is getting to the forefront of them watching. They see a guy that's moved around constantly, that's left places that he's left from in shambles. He has won titles, but you get these memes and all the other stuff that go along with him. I just think this is kind of like something that kind of tarnishes what we look at as all-time greats. Not to say his abilities and what he's done isn't all-time great, but I think in the end, certain players and certain people are going to look at this as a distraction and a detractor. That's just my view on it.
Ace, you wanted to go and say something after that?
He got to win. He got 2 years. I mean, so I got 8 up on this on Saturday. Coach can sit there and laugh and let you know as well. But the word is, the word is the fact, right? He seems to get one his second year, right? With a new team. His second year is when things kind of click. Well, do we think he got 2 years left? He only got 2 years left. So to me, he got to win it this year. And so, but the East got better overall. And so his words, his statement, his words, everything he said, he made it seem like it's a legacy thing. Like he basically said, hey, I'm out here for the ring. That's why I came here, to get a ring. They all ring chasing, but he finally made it known, I'm out here for a ring. I need to get the 5. He didn't say I need to get the 5, but basically I need to get the 5. If things go right, maybe I can get the 6, because he's still chasing that magical number of 6. And so he has to win this year. I mean, and the X factor is for this whole Philly team, but for him, not so much him in his career, but he's an older guy, right? Can he do another 100+ games in the season?
But Ace,
So that's what it's going to take.
Let me ask you this, Ace. When you look at LeBron, like you say, chasing the goats of either Mike or those type of guys. Okay, Mike was never what they call a bus rider. He was always a bus driver.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you look at what LeBron is going to be right here, I don't consider him being a bus driver on this team. Maybe I'll be wrong, and maybe he leads them, and you look at it, and he is the best, but I don't see it. So if that's the case, this is what I keep saying about tarnishing the legacy. He's ring chasing. He might get the same amount of rings as Kobe has 5.
Kobe and Tim got 5.
Yeah, so if he gets to 5, yeah, he's there, but he wasn't really a bus driver. Even though Kobe's first 2, he wasn't really the guy. I take exception to the second title because I believe he was an integral part of that championship. He was as important to me, or almost as Shaq. So that one I still give homage to. First one, yeah, Shaq was the guy. But when I look at this with LeBron, if he wins, is he just tagging along? Is he in that Karl Malone, that type of situation where Karl didn't win it, but
Gary Payton chasing in LA, but then wound up winning a couple in Miami, which I think. Quick side note, Ho, if you ask that question, where did Gary Payton win his championships? Most folks will say 0 because they forget about Miami because he wasn't really, you know what I mean? I forgot. I was like, he was chasing in LA and didn't get one. So, but back to the question, I think LeBron has a chance to be more than the proverbial along for the ride because one, I don't think Embiid's going to be there because of health reason. He hasn't been there. The last time Embiid played more than 50 games was when they lost. Last time he played more than 50 games is when they lost to the Hawks, and the Hawks wound up going to the Eastern Conference Finals. And that was the year where Philadelphia. That was the healthiest Embiid had been in forever.
Embiid will have to play about 35, 40 games this year.
Well, I'm looking at this like, this is just me and my thought process. Y'all have heard me compare LeBron more to Magic than I compare him to Jordan. And I think this year you're going to see him. We saw it kind of in LA the last couple of years, but you're going to really see this year when Embiid's not there, he's going to wind up playing the 5, in my opinion, a whole lot more. And that's the reason why you're going to kind of see him be more of a driver than a rider. You know what I mean? Especially when it gets to playoff time. Because they're going to have to figure out how they're going to play this 5 together, right? At least, throughout the season so they'll be ready for the playoffs. They got to figure it out. And so you can't figure nothing out. Yeah, you can't, but you can't definitely not figure nothing out when Embiid's not there.
Yeah. I hear you. I understand what you're saying. But the key to the problem with saying that about Embiid can play make out of the 5 position too. So once you dump the ball to him, you got to double him, and then all you got to do is cut to the basket or spot up because it's going to be ball movement. So I'm not even worried about whether you do it Embiid. What I worry about is where does Brown fit in? I'm more okay with what Maxi's going to be because Maxi was already when he had to be subservient to Embiid the first few years, so he understands fitting in and role. He ascended to the guy last year, but he and LeBron have a relationship that I didn't know about that I see now. He threw clutch and without being an athlete with clutch. The thing that what's coming out now is that that bond is already there, and so I'm not worried about that so much. The caveat to this whole thing is Jaylen Brown. Because I think Jaylen Brown wanted to come in and prove to to the Celtics that, okay, you think that it was better without me, watch this. And now he's got to get the ball up even more. That's the only problem that I see maybe materialize.
Right.
Who's the coach for Philly? It's Nurse, right?
Nick Nurse, yeah. So my next question was going to be, do y'all trust Nick Nurse with LeBron, or is LeBron going to end up being the coach?
Nurse got one, right? Nurse got one on his hand, right? Nurse can say, "I've gotten one." So, it's kind of in LeBron's previous coaching deals. No one's really said they had one. You can't go into Philadelphia saying, well, you as a coach don't have one because Nurse is like, I have one, and I got one with a team that probably was on the same level that the Cleveland Cavaliers might have been when LeBron got his in 2015. You know what I mean? Like nothing was spectacular about Toronto other than
KD getting hurt.
I was gonna give a little credit. I'll go give a little credit to Kawhi.
Look, man, everybody can argue with me all they want and do whatever. If the Warriors are healthy, Nick Nurse is still without a title and they don't win one. It is to me that it just is what it is.
Yeah, but, I mean, granted, you're right. KD went down. The other Splash brother went down. Clay went down. Yeah. So I give it, but I get it. But I'm just saying, at least Nurse can say, "I got one on my hand," right? So there's some pushback there, as far as having control of the team. So,
all right, let's go to Coach right quick. Coach, do you think does this hurt LeBron legacy by him going to Philly? Which is the question that Hancock asked.
Nope, not at all.
Not at all.
LeBron is just taking control of his destiny. Coaches put teams together that look like super teams, and we celebrate them for putting that team together, or whoever GMs or whatever. A player takes control and does it. Now he's the worst person in the world. No.
All right.
He got to win, Coach. So so what happens if he loses? This is the 50-50, right? We don't know. He got 2 years. What? And I'm saying everything is perfect with them. And we're not talking about old man, all of that.
If he lose with the type of talent that he's assembled,
he got to win. The pressure
not just get there. He got to win. Not just
he
get
there.
He got
to win.
Right.
So if that's the case, then do you see this? And again, we all projecting, right? Is this lineup better than OKC?
And that's what everybody keeps saying.
If this lineup better than San Antonio?
Maybe on paper, yeah. With the names, of course, they're more popular.
How many you got? You got 2 Finals MVPs on this team.
Yeah, they got more accolades for sure. But they hadn't played together yet.
True.
Hancock.
Nick Nurse ain't had this type of talent in his whole coaching career.
Hancock, you a Lakers fan, ain't you?
Hey, I'm with the Dirty White Boys.
What the What year does this Philadelphia team sound like in Lakers history?
You talking about the Dwight Howard and all those people? I feel you.
Shaq, Howard, Kobe, K.
You talking about that one? I was talking about more recent when they had Steve Nash, Kobe.
Okay, you can pick that one too.
Yeah, that's the one.
But one of those teams made it to the finals and crashed out.
Right.
And so, if you ask me, can LeBron and this team make the finals in one of the next 2 years? My answer will be yes. If you ask me, will they win the finals? My answer is I'm 50-50. I'm on the board. I don't know because of what I see in the West.
If they get to the finals, I think they're gonna win it.
Yeah.
I heard that. That's why I brought up the Lakers, right? When the Lakers made that finals and went up against Detroit, everybody and their mama had the Lakers.
Yeah.
And after the Lakers won game 1, everybody and their dead grandmama had the Lakers. And then all of a sudden, the next 4 games, it was like, oh,
yeah,
that young against old means something.
Yeah, true. True enough.
But we're going to talk more about this in our roundtable discussion. Let's go ahead and move to some of these. Let's give the WNBA some love. LeBron almost stole the weekend away from the WNBA All-Star weekend, but to no avail because AZ Fudd won the 3-point contest, and the ladies put on the show as they went out and performed in the All-Star game like no other, putting up points, hitting threes left and right. So Asa, did you enjoy the game? Did you even watch the game? I'm sure you did, but did you enjoy the game?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I went back and watched it. Competitive game. I went back and watched a lot of the highlights too of the 3-point contest and whatnot. I just like to see that it was a competitive game for basketball. It wasn't how the men's All-Star weekend has gotten to where you don't even want to watch it, right? You know what I mean? It's just no defense from start to finish. At least with the ladies, the first half was kind of free for all and play a little around a little bit, but then you could tell they got serious, the last 8-9 minutes of the game and started playing defense, and so that's you wind up having a competitive game. So hats off to them. I think that where they had the game at, and there in Chicago, and who was hosting, they did a good job there as well. Players wanted to play because of who they were playing in front of, and so they made a statement without making a statement, in my opinion, on that as well.
Okay, Coach, your thoughts?
Talking about the WNBA game.
The game and the whole weekend.
And all you had to do is if you didn't see the stud buds, you didn't see nothing. That's all you need to see. Stud buds. You see the stud buds, that's it. That's your highlights right there.
That's the highlights right there.
They were all over the place.
Well, Coach, is there a player that nobody knew about until the All-Star weekend was over? Is there a player that we need to be looking out for that said, you know what, I didn't know she was that good. Now that I know, I'm going to pay attention to it. Do we have a player like that this weekend?
Well, Gabby Williams came up, and I found some interesting information about her that I did not know. Threw me for a loop, but hey, Gabby Williams is going to be one of those rising stars that always comes up and makes plays. So yeah, she's gonna be one. And the usual cast did that thing.
Mm-hmm. All right, Han, what you got? I know you was on Prize Pick doing something with the WNBA.
That's what has made me become an avid watcher of the WNBA. I play every night, and I'm playing tonight anyway. But, I watch so much, I've actually, started to follow some of the teams. I know a lot of the players. This year, Asia Wilson has at least some competition for MVP. And that's the young lady, Olivia Miles in Minnesota. I mean,
winning both.
Yeah,
she winning both.
She plays like a guy. Let's just be honest with it. She plays a level that the normal women's basketball player can't really relate to. She can see plays before they happen. She can get the ball off the backboard, and she's making plays. I mean, her court vision. I mean, she'll throw some wild passes and throw them away, but some of the passes she makes are just I don't care what level, what type of basketball you watch. Those passes, they translate to any game. The way she passes the ball and the way she sees the floor. So there are players out there. I can't wait to see what Juju comes back as. I hope she comes in and is nice. What's the young lady in Notre Dame that's coming in next year?
Hidalgo.
I can't wait to see her come up because her and Miles played together 2 years ago.
Yep,
and that backcourt was crazy. So I think they're this game, with all the controversy that goes on and all the hate and all the dating and the coach stuff that they have, it's a soap opera. It is truly a soap opera. And I think a lot of that contributes to, the views and the eyes that are on it. But when it boils down, there are also some talented basketball players in this league. But right now, to me, the shining star and the jewel right now is Olivia Miles. If you haven't watched her, you need to find out, make some time to watch her play. She can
She
hoop.
put on a she put on a show last night.
She can hoop.
Is she the best player on her team, Hancock?
It's
I
because
know coach want to coach want to.
I'm
you
hating.
got you can't cut coach girlfriend off.
hey, hey,
I'm hating.
it's hard to say she's better than my girl because I can't think of her name right now. The one that's been injured all year.
Kaya. I know her
Kaya.
name.
Nafisa.
Oh
Kaya.
wait,
Yeah.
I wait for coach to say
Yeah,
it.
she
Yeah.
nice,
You know,
man.
coach know her. Coach know her middle name.
Yeah, they call her Feet. I know that, and Feet nice, man. But the thing about it is, with the ball in her hands and controlling the game, I don't think at this time there's a more dynamic playmaker and controller of the game than Olivia Miles right now. If that being said, because
and
go ahead.
no, I'm agree with. I'm saying, and Minnesota's on the verge of really just taking over this thing going
Yeah,
into the playoffs. Right? They're going to be.
she is so good that they're entertaining. Well, there's thoughts out there about them moving Nafisa Kai because they've shown they seeing how they're playing, and she's coming up for a contract, and it's just so much money to go around in the WNBA. So I've even seen feelers out there about her being moved,
And
which
it didn't
is
help.
crazy.
And it didn't help this year while she was out. Olivia took over and they didn't miss a beat. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? And
Yeah.
so, that time is everything, right? So I'm with you, coach. I don't think it's a smart move if that's the case of Hancock is saying he's seeing feelers out there. I don't think that's a good move.
But
But
let me ask you this though.
it's
Hold on.
understandable though.
Before you say all that, you see the talent that's coming out of college basketball
Can
in
I
these
get
girls.
one of them?
If
Can I
you
get
move feet, you're gonna get draft capital to
Yep,
move up
well,
to get one of them.
yeah,
And
yeah,
you don't
yeah.
have
I know. I'm with you from a business. It makes sense on both sides, right?
yeah.
It makes
Because
sense on both sides.
you ain't gonna lose with Olivia Miles playing. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
tell you.
yeah,
She
yeah.
can hoop. So she rebounds, she scores. I
She
mean,
distributes.
she playmates. Ain't nothing she doesn't do that doesn't translate to winning. It's not like it's just flash and she just looking like Ja there. Like a spectacular play gonna happen.
No.
They're gonna contend for a title with her. She's
Like
that
I
good.
say, she's up for. To me, she got both of them right now. She got the Roy and she got the MVP.
It
Like
ain't
just
been. Yeah, it's close. I
on the way
mean,
going.
yeah, gonna be
Now,
tough.
what I will say, Ho and Hancock and coach on this with the WNBA, this year is not a. So normally when you have a league, right, you'll have 4 or 5 teams, or maybe half the league is no good. They really only have 3 teams, and even out of those 3 teams, they really only have 2 teams that are horrible,
Hmm.
and that would be the Seattle Storm and the Connecticut Sun. Now, you start looking at records, people might want to say Phoenix or the Sparks, but if you watch the games, the Phoenix and the Sparks, they play solid games. They just can't finish. You know what I
But
mean?
even Ace, I don't know if you've been watching, but if you watch Connecticut and Seattle now, they're completely different teams from what they started the season with.
Okay.
Their improvement, they give people runs every game now. You watch
Yeah.
them play, you got a dogfight. I'm telling you,
So
they
you got
play and they're
so you got
young.
that. Then
Yeah,
you got the add-on teams. First year, second year in,
yeah,
Golden State is a
yeah.
legit playoff. They're gonna be a
Legit.
playoff team.
Yeah,
They're not on the fringe. They're
yeah,
in the playoffs.
yes,
And then Portland is decent. You know what I mean? So
yes,
they're not in the playoffs yet. They're on the fringe,
right.
but they're decent, right? They're not a pushover. So there's really not from top to bottom there's not a bad team in the league.
And you watch,
totally bad team. So
I give you a dark horse. Watch Washington, man. They got these girls. I'll tell you, Shakira Austin and the girl that Kiki. You're a fan. They are inside players, and they bang. I mean, you better buckle up. They play physical. They go to the glass, and then they got two white girls. They got Citron and
because one of them was a number one pick a couple of years ago in Washington.
Citron, are you talking about? One of those, one of the big girls. But they got Citron and Amore, their guards. They hoop. I'm telling you, they play a style of basketball that's physical. They can score. They get out and defend. They're gonna be a hard out for somebody. Seriously.
That's the reason why I was shaking when you mentioned, and the coach shaking his head too about the FISA getting let go from Minnesota, because the league got big players, right? And that's kind of a big hole. Now, granted, again, I understand. Do you pay her, or do you get something while she's hot, and you'll probably get draft capital? But for a league that has for a league that plays basketball the way basketball is supposed to be played, inside out game, it's kind of hard to say no to a big to let a big go. You know what I mean? So
I understand. Yeah.
What about the Golden State team out there?
The Valkyrie hoop, man.
They beat the brakes off our dream. Our dream would probably be our dream would be right there with Minnesota if it wasn't for them Golden State girls.
they defend, man. The Valkyries is one of the best defensive teams in the league. And like Coach was saying about the other young lady he mentioned in the beginning, she can hoop too. She is nice. Their backcourt they defend, they get out on the perimeter, but what they do is make you shoot, and they shoot a lot of threes. If they get up and down the floor, they'll pull up and they get on a run. Man, they can really put the ball in the hoop. They get up and down the floor good. So I can't think of it. There's a couple of good. I don't know. I'm drawing blanks on the names, but they got a forward that comes off the bench, can shoot it. She's about 6'4", 6'5". Salon, she can shoot it. She comes in and hoops. And I mean, when you go through the league, as I'm watching teams, I can see who spreads the floor, who plays inside out. The aces with Asia Wilson and the girl that was dating everybody. Smith. She's so physical, man. She allows Asia to not be as physical and have to go and hit the boards, even though Asia's averaging about 9.5, 10 rebounds a game. And Alyssa Smith goes in and plays a big physical inside game for them. And then you got Jackie Owens. She can hoop. Then you got the point guard out there who can distribute everywhere. So their team top to bottom. And then one of the top players that used to be with Seattle now is an afterthought who can flat out shoot it. They call her the Gold Mamba that used to play with Seattle.
And the problem with the Aces is they've been there before. So I don't know. Like when you look at their record, it's 19-6, right, or 19-8, or whatever it is. When you look at them, are they coasting and just wait to turn this thing on? You know what I mean? Or like, are they just doing enough to win games, but they haven't really got into playoff mode yet because they've been there before? So
they've been there. So they're doing enough to kind of stay in line. I watch them play a lot, and you can see they turn it up when they need to. New York is kind of coaching a little bit. Sabrina was hurt earlier this year, so now she's rounded back in form. You saw the way Jaquel can shoot it. She won, MVP at the All-Star game. She can step out and shoot it at like 6'7", 6'8", and she can play inside. And then we talk about the only four-time NCAA champion from Connecticut, Stewie. I mean, their team is stacked also. And then Satu Sabli, who's a great player in the WNBA, has been hurt most of the year. So she'll be coming back, to I guess, finish the season for the playoff run. So don't count them out either. New York has a good squad.
But it's important. But it's important. But it's important in the WNBA because you got so many good teams. Seeding is really important because they don't play a full 7 games first round. They play 3 games. They play three, 5, and 5. So you really have to be where you need to be seeding wise because you mess around and that 4 or 5 could really be a WNBA final matchup. You know what I mean? So
exactly. That's why I'm talking about the Washington.
We're just playing 3 games. To your point about
All right, one more thing before Smitty come on to give us the Falcon report. We're gonna go around the room, and I'm gonna ask this one question, and the answer either gonna be yes or no. Could this weekend help propel the WNBA to get a new marketing deal with the possibility of the Major League Baseball going on strike next year and they'll have it all to themselves?
Hey, I'll be right back, fellas.
All right.
That would be perfect timing. It would be perfect timing if it happened that way because this is next year they go to the 50 games, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, if MLB can't get their act together, which is looking like that might be a possibility, then yes, it would work out perfect for the WNBA. And somebody in these advertisement companies got to spend their money somewhere, right? Yeah. So if you're the only thing that's smoking in the summer, then yes, it would help.
Coach, what's your thought?
Yep.
Without a doubt.
Yep.
All right. Good deal.
Be hard to mess it up, H.O. Be hard to mess it up. You can mess anything up, but that'd be hard to mess it up.
I know that's right. With that being said, guess what time it is? You already see it down there at the bottom. My main man, Smitty Smith, is in the building. What up, Smitty?
What's up, my folks? What's good?
Smith Rob.
Hancock said he'll be right back. I told him you was on. He jumped on real quick. So
tell him he got to come off that black screen, though. I want to see his face. But
yeah, he said he'll be right back. But Smitty, I got to say, I'm sure you woke up this morning and I know you was shaking your head.
No, not really. Look, those who follow my channel know, it was no guarantees this year, none. And I told Ace that a while back. Why no guarantees? Why none? Because think about it. You get a bridge quarterback for $1.3 million, and then your other quarterback, he's been injured since last November. And I called it. I said right when the new league started in March, I said, I don't see him being ready for the first 4 weeks of the season. He's gonna start the season on IR, and it's expected. In my opinion, it's expected. Because I'm always take the latter half when it comes to those injuries. The reason why Adrian Peterson bounced back in 8 months because he's just a bionic freak. So yeah, I'm not surprised at nothing, HO, at this point. There you go. What's up, Hancock?
What's up, Smitty? How you doing, man?
Hanging in there, man. Hanging in there.
Good. I don't have no bad stuff to say to you. I think y'all tried to clear the deck. I saw some flaws in the past, and I told you about them, and they come to pass. When I told you that what you was doing with that Cousins crap was wrong, but we ain't gonna revisit this history there. Let's talk about the present, pal.
All right, Smitty. So this is what I want to ask you. They have changed the name from holding out to holding in.
Yeah.
Explain that. Can you explain what the holding in means?
That's pretty easy and simple, man. He's gonna still be at camp. He's still gonna show up, dress out, just not gonna practice. Because he feel like, and I know his character, man, it's just not in him to hold out. It's just who he is. But he's gonna be there. He's gonna talk, go to film room study. He's gonna go to meetings. He's gonna do all that. He's just not gonna practice because you can't risk getting injured. Looking for a new contract.
Right. For all who don't know, Bijan Robinson is holding in. Is what we're talking about. So which means that him and Jahmyr Gibbs saying that they're not going to risk any injuries before they get a new contract.
Yeah, facts.
They won't lose no money.
And think about it, man. It makes sense for both.
They got leverage.
And yeah, they got leverage. And the funny thing is, they're holding out for the same amount of money. Whichever person signs first, the other team is going to go only about 100,000 over that number. And my numbers has jumped. And y'all, I've been on, doing the Falcon report for a minute. My number started at 22 because I think, a little bit over Saquon was pretty decent. Then I jumped to 25 about a month ago. But now, since Carter signed that new deal day before yesterday, and he's at 27 million guaranteed, that could rise up to 40 million a season, Bijan is not going to get anything less than 27. And that's my number, and that's what I'm going to stick with.
I thought you was going to 30.
I mean, but who knows? I mean, look, they got the money to spend, and he knows it. He's the best player on the team. He's the face of the franchise, one of the best players in the league. And the numbers he's put up the last 2 years with rushing,
show it.
All pro team, Pro Bowl, the accolades there. So what can you deny him?
Smith, I'm gonna be honest. When I heard the news of Cooper Rush got signed with the Falcons, I went straight to your page and said something got to be wrong.
Hey, but didn't I tell y'all? Didn't I tell y'all Trevor Siemian wasn't gonna last anyway? Though I knew that. That was a given. And the way it happened, and I don't think Cooper Rush is long term. It's just a safety precaution at this point. And the funny thing is, he was actually in Dallas about to work out for them when he got that call to jump on the red eye and hop to Atlanta.
I'm glad y'all got it.
But yeah, Hancock though. But Hancock, a couple years ago, he did get some quality starts in, so you got to give him that.
Yeah,
but
was my mic on? I'm glad y'all got it.
But yeah, and honestly, man, and I just think Jack Strang gonna take that number 3 spot, and I think I've said that before on here. So it's a safety precaution. I don't buy into it. It's probably a low number, probably like Trevor Siemian, about 300,000 guaranteed, and after taxes, that's gonna be a combo meal at McDonald's.
So with all that being said, as a Falcon fan, can you speak for the Falcon fans who has emotionally been tied to this organization? We get the news that we got 2 left-handed quarterbacks. We get the news that we done signed Kyle Pitts. We get the news that Tua is coming to town, the most accurate quarterback over the last couple of years. And then the first week of training camp, Tua or Michael Penix are not under center taking snaps. And we got Cooper Rush. So how can you talk to Falcons fans from
calm down?
Yeah.
That's the only thing I got to say. Calm down until week 1 comes. When week 1 comes, we'll know exactly where we are. And I told y'all from the jump, nothing should be expected this year. If we are to make a run to the playoffs or have a strong team, the defense is going to have to carry us. And I know I don't say that 1,000 times. When you have a strong defense like we had last year that actually, to me, got better this offseason, and you have a strong run game, that's a recipe for controlling the clock and controlling the game. So you can win football game that way, and the special teams got better. So, it's just, just be patient. That's all I got.
Patience is one thing, Smitty, but let's be real. You just paid Drake London an astronomical amount of money. You're about to pay Bijan a whole lot of money. You signed Kyle Pitts back to a big.
You gotta get the ball to him, right? How do you get the ball to him?
Exactly. And my point on it is you spending all this money. You got Cadillac pieces. You look at this offense. This offense, you ain't got to call roll a long time when you call the Falcons. They up there, and when you look at the names and what they got, you don't have to. They name is up there in the roll when you calling out the role of the NFL and good offense. So I hear you saying be patient, but you can't be too patient with what you got some stuff here, man.
But I'm not gonna jump off the ship. The reason why I say this, Penix will be back at some point this year. And I know the injury with Tua is, it's just a back strain, which, he'll probably be back practicing next week. They've already said that. Yeah. So I think, once they hit the field, and again, and I know I've said this as well, I don't expect either one of them to play in preseason. I think it's going to be Jack Strand and Cooper Rush.
I agree. They got to play some, though. You got to get some time.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So this is last year all over again. I saw that boy from North Mexico, or whatever, all last season, and the team didn't seem to get right till week 4. Like they spent preseason the first 4 weeks of the regular season last year.
Yeah.
Am I going to see that same thing this year?
No, I don't think so.
Well, you kind of telling me we're going to see that because they're going to put Cooper Rush in?
Listen. 1, I think 2 will be ready week 1.
Yeah.
2, as I've been saying, I think the run game is going to carry us all season, and they added to me a better piece. And I'm not saying Tyler Algier is a screw up. I'm just saying Brian Robinson is a better all-around running back. So they added him. They added speed at wide receiver, something that they didn't really have last year. Darnell Mooney was in and out, and he really didn't produce last year. So added Bratch, Dotson, and these other speed guys along with Tua's accuracy. I think they'll be fine. But I think the run game has to carry us and keep us controlling the game and controlling the clock to win more football games.
Yeah, you got some. And see, I talked about pieces. I didn't even mention Branch. I think Branch is a sleeper that people really don't understand what he can do and he'll be a game breaker on that turf. I mean, he's gonna be a beast. So, like, this is what I love that they have Tua. The only problem is you got to keep him clean because the lights will go out. I get scared about that. That's the only thing. But you got to get the ball out of his hand because if you don't pay that power bill, the lights going out.
I want to say Georgia.
They gonna cut the lights out. I'm just gonna tell you, you're gonna be around there with them game signs again. You gotta watch it. I'm just saying. That's the only thing.
I gotta cut that out for a clip. I gotta cut that out for a clip. I'm gonna ask you this, Smitty. I'm gonna ask you this. Is Michael Penix bordering on being, I hate to use that word, is he bordering on being a bust? Absolutely not. Because if not for those injuries, he would be well past where he is. You got to think. He still has 120 touchdowns. He's still throwing for over 10,000 yards. He's
96 years old now. I mean, let's talk about it.
No, he's what, 28? 28 is not old. That's not old.
For his first year, Smitty, I want to be with you on this, right? Because I understand why they went and got Penix. I understand what Atlanta was trying to do. I totally understand. But I'm kind of with Hancock. He 28 for a second year guy. That's old. You know what I mean? Because your second year guys should be like 22.
but like I keep saying, if he's upright and he's healthy, just look back 2 years ago. He led the league in pass yards. So the ability is there. And what the Falcons have on offense fits what he likes to do. Remember him at Alabama. He had that track team. He had a track team at
I'm talking about Tua. I'm talking about
Tua. No, I'm talking about Penix.
Oh,
I'm asking about Penix.
No. That way saying Penix is old and might be a bust.
Okay.
That's what.
Okay. Now I talked this about 2 weeks ago on my channel. I'm gonna just say it, and I've been saying this. It's the Atlanta Falcons' fault because the front office and the coaching staff, and they just went on the same page when these quarterbacks were chosen. Because Arthur Blank personally went out to see Mike Penix at Washington, said that was his guy. But at the same time, you got Raheem Morris, the head coach, on the other page, saying he needed a veteran to come in until Penix was ready, and that flopped. So, I mean, I wouldn't say he a bust. I just say he got dealt a bad hand. And he didn't have an offensive coordinator that couldn't color in the coloring book in between the lines.
Smitty, he also the bad hand, but he got bad knees. That's the problem.
Shoulder too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
That's what I mean.
All right, Coach. What you got to ask?
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, though, Hancock. I get what you're saying, but I agree to a certain extent.
Okay.
Go ahead,
Look
Coach.
here, Antoine 10 toes down Smith. Now y'all see what I tried to say. Should have kept Easton Stick. You ran out of court. Kept Easton Stick. You ain't got to worry about getting Cooper Cup. I mean Cooper Rush. Cooper, hang up Mr. Cooper.
Actually, you know what? I'm mad. I'm mad. Coach might be on to something.
Nah, he ain't on the name with that boy because he's just stick. No, absolutely not. But I have said this, and some people may agree and some may not. Even though we went that veteran route with Kirk Cousins, I feel like that's the best thing to go in 27 if things are not fixed this year. And the reason why I say that is you're gonna have the cap space to go out and pay a quarterback. I don't see Jalen Hurts in Philadelphia for too much longer. And you can vouch for me at this, and if you want to or not, Hancock. I don't see Dak Prescott in Dallas after this year. So you got to go out and make a splash because you have too many weapons just to be keep putting in rookie quarterbacks, keep developing quarterbacks. It just doesn't make sense. So depending on how this year plays out, and I've seen Tua as a bridge guy anyway. You just got to go. You got to go swing for the fences. It's just no doubt about it.
All right, Smith. This is my question. With all of what we got, all what we got coming in, and all of what this Falcon team could and cannot be, we got all the pieces. We got all of the as Hancock like to say, the Cadillac tools to go along with this offense. We got some good defense. Give me, if you had to, if I say we got a top 10 something, what would it be? A top 10 running back, a top 10 rushing offense, a top 10 offensive line, a top 10 defense, or a top 10 ranked in sack? Which would you
top
go
10 with? Top 10 defense, and I've been saying this for 6 months. When you look at what they've done this offseason to upgrade the run defense, then you getting back Zach Harrison, you add two edge rushers, two veteran edge rushers that to me could just change the game completely. Then you have two of the best safeties in the league. You have solid cornerbacks. Then you get Ulbrich and his coaching staff, defensive coaching staff back. And I still think Nate Ollie is probably the key to this defense. When you look at the defense as a whole, they can get to the quarterback. I think they'll be able to stop the run better. They're faster and younger. I think this is a top 10 defense easily. So if I had to go with one, it's a top 10 defense easily.
How about the defensive back? What do you rank the defensive secondary? Are they top 10, top 20?
I say top 15, only because they're not certified at that cornerback 2 spot. If Avion Terrell can take that spot by mid-season, like I said, it'll be a top 10 defense.
He's smaller than I thought, though, when I watched him walk up in camp. How tall is he?
They say he's about 5'11", but I'm going to give him 5'9".
Yeah, he's not 5'11".
Yeah, but think about it, some of the nastiest cornerbacks I've seen, like an Antoine Winfield, he was about the same size. Brent Grimes from a Falcon, he was about 5'8", 5'9". So, I mean, he has the heart to play. It's just how is he going to match up against those bigger receivers at next level? That's what we wait to see.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So Smitty, out of the first, besides talking about who's not at camp, what's the good news can we talk about from the first day of camp?
Bijan Robinson showed up. Because you just don't want that. You just don't want that distraction. You just don't. When it's the best player on the team, and to a lot of fans, they've been, seeing when I'm out in public, y'all know y'all should have paid Bijan before anybody. Yeah, I know it, but at the same time, the market calls for these other players to get paid before him because they've been in the league longer. So that would be one plus. But two, I'm kind of glad that the news got out there about the quarterback situation, so we won't be on pins and needles for the next month. So I'm just glad, a lot of the news is starting to come out about what's going on injury wise, so we won't be shocked when things just pop up. So yeah, we got a ways to go, and shout out to my boy Daniel Flick. He's doing a great job taking over for D Orlando.
Okay, so You can't
Taking over
promise?
the Orlando.
Yeah, he's not at AJC anymore.
I didn't know he went at AJC.
Yeah, he's not covering the Falcons for AJC anymore. He has his own thing now, so he's doing his own thing now. So shout out to him.
Asa, you
Yes,
think the
yes,
Falcons
sir.
can beat the if they played Sunday? You think the Falcons can beat the Steelers?
Yeah. Any quarterback is younger. Any quarterback they put out there is younger than the one y'all got.
Asa read my mind because I was just about to say, hey, neither one of them got a quarterback right now, and I think the Falcons defense outplay the Steelers defense right now, even with TJ Watt.
So Smitty,
Coach, don't come over here with your noise, Coach. You got enough to worry about over there in Pittsburgh.
Hey Smith, I know you can't promise, but can you try to promise that we won't see Cooper Rush versus the Pittsburgh Steelers in Week 1?
I can kind of promise that because I think they'll go with the kid before they go with Cooper Rush. I mean, let's keep it real. And when we talk about starting over next year with a young guy, see people talking about drafting a quarterback, but he'll go and throw the young guy there and see what he can do. And the reason why I have faith in that, I saw what Alex Van Pelt did in New England with Drake May. I think he can develop that kid, and I see a lot of Brett Favre in him. I do.
What, he a thief?
Say that again.
Is he a thief?
I don't know about that one.
Okay.
But the thing is, man, I just don't think they can let him get away. Because even 35 years ago, when we moved on from him, Mike Holmgren in Green Bay saw something in Brett Favre, and I see some of those same traits and qualities in Jack Strand. So I would say go on and throw him out there. And the crazy thing about it, Brett Favre's first game with the Packers, he threw a game-winning touchdown. So hey, all you need is the right system and the right coach.
Smitty, with all the negative stuff that went on with the head coach here with the Falcons now, how is that played with him coming from Cleveland? I can't think his name right now. But everything that went on with he and Shador and all of that, has there been any backlash? Anything you heard from that?
So you talking about with the quarterback situation last year? That's what
quarterback, his coaching, how they received him, whatever.
If you look back at the first couple of years, he did his thing. He's won Coach of the Year 2 times, and I know y'all tired of hearing me say that. But you got to understand, part of his downfall was just like what I just said earlier. It was the front office. Baker Mayfield was succeeding in that first season. He turned the corner, had a career year, and you go out and pay $230 million for another quarterback and just throw things in a bungle. It just didn't make sense. Then Nick Chubb, your best player, you let him walk. And I know he had been injured, but you let him walk, and then now the front office starting to show you trade your best player. So I mean, he had no front office to keep backing up what he was trying to do. If he starts out with that same type start that he had in Cleveland and Atlanta, I can pretty much guarantee you we'll make a Super Bowl run.
I'm just laughing at the fact that y'all think without Bijan Robinson, and Tua, and those guys, they could beat the Steelers. Without those main guys, y'all think they can beat the Steelers? You got that running game is gonna be suspect, Joe, and everything.
Who is the Steelers running back right now?
Jaylen Warren, and Warren is the incumbent.
The more important question, Smitty, is how fast would it?
Go ahead.
I was saying, Smitty, the more important question is how fast they're gonna be asking for their old coach back.
It's gonna come in the first 4 weeks.
Yeah, I'm glad they got him too.
I like McCarthy, don't get me wrong, but him keeping Aaron Rodgers was a big mistake. We saw Aaron Rodgers in the last 4 seasons. I just don't see nothing else there. I mean, maybe they're gonna try to flare up something, but this is more of a money grab than anything. And don't get me wrong, TJ Watt still to me one of the best defenders in the league. But what has he done besides be injured the last 2-3 years?
I
So
ain't got nothing to
Smitty,
say about Mike Trout.
I did see that Brian Robinson, not Bijan, but Brian Robinson got hurt today as well. Is that going to affect how
Still
long?
not worried. Still not worried. Like I said, it's early in training camp. We not even in preseason yet. We about 2 weeks away, but we still got another month for the season start. So I'll start to worry probably week 4 of the regular season. That's when I start worrying. I got to see how things gonna shake out when they warm up.
We got Billy
Why,
Bowman
why
still
do
on
you
the
why do
list.
you consider why do you consider Brian Robinson a better option than what they had that at the number
Catching
2 back?
the backfield, catching the ball at the backfield. Yeah, run out to the catch in the backfield. To me, he was one of the better young running backs doing that. He just never really got to shine in Washington and in San Francisco. He played behind people. You got to think, even after getting shot his rookie season, he came back the
He
very
still
next
put up
season.
yards.
Yeah, ran for almost 1,000 yards. So,
Mhm.
I mean, the
But
talent is there.
didn't you get production out? What's the guy's name that left here? I can't think of his name.
Tyler Algier.
Algier. So to me, I watched Algier, and when Algier got his time and his opportunity,
Don't-
he maximized it. He was a
Don't get-
good second option
I-
at running back.
I absolutely 200% agree. But the reason why he went to Arizona, and I know his Uncle Lou, and he didn't tell me this is just something I know. He wanted to be closer to family, which is why he took that shout out to Arizona, because the Falcons actually matched that contract. But it was more
Okay.
about playing closer to home.
I know he was upset about them drafting the running back. I thought he was going to get a shot to be a lead dog.
I don't know what they sold him, because I could have told him it was a lie, because Jane Connor was already there.
Well, Connor to me is washed. I was talking about the kid they got from Notre Dame.
Jeremiah Love, yeah.
Love.
But the funny thing is, they say they're not gonna make his workload heavy his rookie season. They're gonna try to go running back by committee. So maybe he'll flourish in that. But at the end of the day, I still think by the mid-season or somewhere towards the end, Love just gonna take over.
Yeah, the speed, the breakaway speed Love got, you can't coach. So I mean,
Hancock, I think is the reason, and Smitty backed me up or not. Part of the reason too is Atlanta never committed to anything here offensive wise. 1 week they run the ball, next week they pass the ball. And in the game, they be moving the ball on the ground, and it be 3rd-2, and now they want to go into a pass mode. Like, they never committed to running the ball. So I can understand, and with Bijan, I can understand it being kind of hard, right? Because Bijan caught the ball at the backfield, so kind of want to trick the defense and be in the run setup, but you're throwing the ball or whatever. But they never committed to anything. So I can understand another reason why he left here to go to Arizona. They run the ball.
I'll say this too as well. You got to know in the back of his mind somewhere, he just had ran for 1,000 yards, and they still brought in another running back to take over for him, and he probably seen it as a disrespect, in his mind, and that's just my thought. But it didn't make sense at the time. But then again, the Falcons have never had a dynamic running back other than Mike Vick and Warrior Dunn that was fast. We always relied on power like Jamal Anderson, William Andrews, Mike Turner, and guys like that. So when you get a chance at a dynamic running back, you got to take that chance.
Big Butt Turner. Forgot about him.
Yeah, Smitty, this is my last question for you.
All right.
How are we looking for the special teams? How the kicking game going to look? And how is the kicking coverage and the kick return game? How is those looking?
I actually like what they did this offseason going to get special teams help. They had guys like Natron Brooks, D'Angelo Malone, he comes back. Then you look at Nick Folk, 19-year kicker. Anything inside 40 yards, he money. Then they signed a punter who has a booming leg. So I think that, and the special teams coach, to me, was one of the best in the league. So I think, special team wise, we'll be fine. And this is what I'm saying. The defense is like I think it's going to be. And the special teams is like I think it's going to be with field position. And then you have a dominant run game. I like the Falcons' chance to win a lot of games.
We got, if I'm reading the schedule right, because I haven't done my deep dive, I'll do it this weekend into into scheduling and all that. But we got about 3 primetime games.
4. Yeah.
We better be
4.
good.
And the funny thing is 3 on back to back. So it's gonna be like Sunday, Thursday, and then the next
Monday or whatever, right?
Yeah. So
okay.
I mean, and don't get me wrong, they deserve it, and this is what I keep saying. I mean, that's why Bijan has to get paid soon, because you just don't want to throw things out of whack and make the locker room kind of off balance. So you paid 2 guys, paid them an astronomical amount, but it's just time to go and write that another $100 million check.
Sign up a lot of money on that offense.
Yeah. And I said the other night, I'm looking at 4 years, 110 million. At least.
That's what you're predicting for Bijan?
Yeah, that's 27 million a year. Yep. And it's guaranteed gonna have to be half of 110. So I'm gonna go anywhere from 60 to 65 million. Guaranteed.
I'm glad we in the NFC South.
You better put up the points.
Yeah, they've had a lot of injuries and a lot of turmoil early on. So, I mean, it may be a blessing in disguise, but you still got to play those games.
All right, Smitty, what's our biggest weakness and what's our biggest strength going into this season?
Biggest strength, run game. I still think it's the run game, which is going to help the quarterbacks out. But if I had to say, I wouldn't say weakness, but if I had to say work in progress,
that
work in progress, I would say linebackers, because we lost Caden Ellis and we brought in 2 younger guys. Now Devon Diablo is going to be the green dot guy. Now we did bring in Christian Harris as well, who I've heard is performing very well early on. But I think it's a work in progress at the linebacker, because it's been like that for the last 2-3 years. So I think linebacker is a work in progress. And I think the run game is still going to be our biggest strength, because I still think, even though we got a problem on that right side, I still think we got a strong enough offensive line to have a very good run game.
How do you think our offensive line will hold up this year with Lindstrom retiring, and we got to be able to
you mean McGarry retiring?
McGarry, I'm sorry. McGarry retired. And Lindstrom coming back with is it Newsom? Is it Ryan Newsom?
Newsom, Bergeron, and Jake Matthews.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep saying it. I believe in Bill Callahan more than anybody on this team when it comes to coaching. He's been around for a while, and Hancock know what I'm saying. He coached in Dallas for a while. He's one of the best offensive line coaches to ever coach in the NFL. And if anybody can get the best out of these guys, it's him. And with that, pretty much avoid at the right tackle position, he's going to, do what he got to do to help that side of the offensive line. He may do a little bit of what happened last year with Dwayne Letford, when he put an extra tight end over there and ran a lot of 13 personnel. But they're going to find a way to help that side of the line. But again, I feel like the way they're going to scheme up and call plays, I don't think it'll be a problem at the end of the day.
Cool. All right, Smitty. That's all I got. Anybody else got any more questions? Coach, Asa, Han?
I just got one with. I mean, you put money in a lot of positions. Is Drake? What's his name? The wide receiver.
Drake London.
Yeah.
I just never considered him that big a weapon difference maker. So he's your number one.
Hey,
and you paid him like he's the best player and best wide receiver in the league.
His numbers,
you have confidence.
His numbers up there, Hancock. His numbers up there.
His numbers up there, but you preaching to the choir. Because I actually see it, and people that follow my channel know. George Pickens, if he became available, I would have took George Pickens over Drake London. And that's just my opinion, because I know George Pickens is a beast. He's got that it factor. And it's no knock to Drake. Drake has great capabilities in the red zone, 50-50 catches. That's what he's good at. But when you talk about taking the top off the defense, being that number one guy, just taking over the game, that's not him. Yeah. But the reason why they had to pay him is just like what Asa said, it's the numbers. when you look at his numbers against some of the greats in their first 4 to 5 seasons, he's right there. So yeah,
with no quarterback.
With no quarterback. Facts.
Okay.
That's the nature of the game.
You're right. It is. It truly is. I just don't. I mean, I don't know. I'm just one that.
I agree 200% because I've told H.O. and I told Asa, Kyle Pitts should have been the focal point of this offense from day one. You got a guy that's a total mismatch on this team.
He got hospital balls from the old boy.
But exactly, and it changed his trajectory right until last year. So yeah, I mean, when you're not putting the right coaches in the right personnel in the right spot to succeed, things like that gonna happen. Yeah. But I'm glad he bounced back last year.
I was gonna say to you, H.O. though, unfortunately, because we talked about this, I think you wasn't on, but when he got his contract, wide receivers are now going to start looking like running backs in a year or two. Like the league took the money away from the running backs and they put it to the wide receivers, and now they're sitting here like, well, we paying these wide receivers too much money. So the Falcons had to pay Drake because of the numbers. His numbers were top 7. His numbers is right up there. Nobody would say he's better than old boy Jefferson. Nobody said he's better than old boy in Cincinnati. Nobody will say any of those things as Seattle. Far as him being Seattle, yeah. But nobody would say that. But if you close your eyes and look at his numbers, you gotta pay him.
I hear you.
And
I don't know. Man. I don't. All the people you're talking about, he's making way more money. More money than.
Let me put
Amon-Ra St. Brown. Those type of. I mean, I don't know.
Let me put it in perspective right quick.
Okay.
When Dak Prescott was up for a contract, why did he get paid so much money?
Because Dallas was stupid.
Market.
But I mean, I understand
the market. You know the market.
The market. Believe me, I understand market. I understand when it's your time. Either you get paid the franchise or you move on. I understand. The Cowboys made a mistake at Dak by not paying him a year before. That was the biggest problem that they did. And they did the same thing with Michael Parsons. We did the same thing with CeeDee Lamb. You should pay them, get them under contract so you don't get pushed into the corner and end up paying way more money than you would have had to.
And the Falcons did that with Drake. They did that with Drake. They paid him. They paid him when they were supposed to pay him. They waited. They would have been paying more. They did that with Drake.
Okay.
Yeah, they had to. Same with Kyle.
All right. Well,
but when you look at the way the contract structured, it's really not that bad because he's only guaranteed 27 a year. Now, if he reached those incentives, it goes up to 40 million a year or 37 and a half. Okay. So you banking $10 million on his numbers. That's what but you see what I'm saying? It's only 27 million, so that's really not it's right where I expected. But the other 10 million, they banking on 10 touchdowns, 1,000 yards, 80 to 90 catches, and we'll have to see if he's gonna get that. So it's not that it's not bad as it seems.
But we'll see. I mean, like I said, I'm just not a big fan of him, and that's a lot of money.
But it's not as much as those top 5 guys. It's right there, but it's not as much as those top 5 guys. But they kept him in the market.
Think about it. Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase right at 40 million.
Yeah.
So when Jamar Chase gets his net contract, he's gonna be paid like a quarterback.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nothing. It's nothing.
And the league gonna stop that, and they'll put the money back to the running backs, or they might put the money to some tight ends or whatever. The league gonna figure out how to put it.
I think that Genie at the bottom, man. You gotta have dynamic outside guys because you gotta be able to take the top off defenses and threaten. You gotta have somebody with that safety, and somebody got to make sure they bracket those number one guys. You can't leave those guys one-on-one. Ain't no shut down corner gonna stop
that's
those
true.
guys.
That's
and
true.
I guess what I'm saying though, H.O., I feel like when the league decides to go that route on defense to kind of play more of an offensive, play defense to predicate to the offense, is when the offense is going to turn back around and go back to running the ball. Because now I can run the ball on a zone defense, or I can run the ball on a defense that's weak in the tail. You know what I mean? That's light in the tail, because now you got you playing nickel, you playing dime. You're not, you know what I mean. You're not playing a 3-4 or 4-3,
right.
Because you want to make sure you can take care of these wide receivers on the defensive end. Then you know what? I turn around and hand the ball off.
Yeah, but you can to me you can find running backs because that's why running backs can come into the National Football League and play right because all you gotta do is say, okay, I do need you to pass block sometime, but when you come in, I gotta just say, okay, you getting the ball going through this hole. You go on this play, you go delay, you go get outside, go in the flat and look for the pass. So I think running backs, I don't know if they'll ever come back. You got to be special. And now you do have some special guys, but just like you asked about in Pittsburgh, they ain't got no special guy. You know, they just got by committee. Cincinnati, by committee. You know, we can go down the list. And Seattle was really by committee. You know, and they won the Super Bowl. You know, when you look at New England, they're by committee. I mean, it's that's just the way. I think that's the nature of the beast. But you better have a difference maker on that outside that somebody can't just put one guy there and shut him down. You got to have somebody that go make plays. Bro.
The thing about it, Hancock, he ain't got to be fast. He just got to be technical.
You got to be
that's JSN in Seattle all day.
That's what I mean. He's a route runner.
Right. Just be technical. That's what Jerry Rice was. He wasn't.
Yeah, I agree. You don't have to be a blazer, but I mean, you can't be comfortable, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Y'all mentioned Jerry Rice. Y'all finna get Coach to look up and get up on the microphone. He finna get up in the camera.
He said he ain't gonna even do it.
All right, I did have one more question, Smith. I forgot about.
All right,
that.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
A lot of 3 tight end sets for the Atlanta Falcons. That 13 personnel, is that correct? We probably go see a lot of that this year. Can you explain why and what's the advantage?
Why? Because 1, I said they're gonna need help on their right side. 2, it helps with running the football, and 3, they're gonna use Kyle Pitts a lot of the slot. Yeah, a lot of the slot. Yeah. And they run a lot of play action, and with play action, you can use the running back out the backfield, or you can use 2 tight end same in the pass scheme. And with just 1 X receiver, so I mean, it's a lot of things that you can do.
But for fantasy, I need to draft for fantasy. I need to draft picks for fantasy.
I probably will. I did last year. He did pretty good.
All right.
Yeah, but it's just a lot you can do in that formation, man. It's just a lot. Helps with the blocking, you know.
And he ran that in Cleveland all day.
Right.
Yeah.
And those 2 tight ends, Njoku and Fannin last year, they
yeah. Fannin became a beast out there.
Yes, and Njoku too.
Franchise record in receptions.
Yeah.
For a rookie.
Yep, he took over. He took over that position. He was balling.
All right, Smith. Go ahead and let everybody know where they can find your channel, where they can find all of your Falcons information.
Yeah, find me on Smitty Sports Machine. You can go to my Black and Red TV. That's what I have on my podcast shows. In the past month and a half, I've had a chance to talk to Terrence Mathis, Chuck Smith, and Justin Tucker. So y'all go check out those interviews and y'all get their thoughts on how they view today's Falcons. We talked a little bit about the Ring of Honor and should it change. And we even talked to Jesse not too long ago about him being in the Hall of Fame. And how he felt about that. So if y'all want the answer to those questions, just go to Black and Red TV on my channel in the playlist, and y'all get to look at those videos. And also find me on Twitter at FatBoySlam_21. That's the handle on the screen right there up under my name, next to my name. And you can find me there on Twitter.
All right, Smitty. Hey, I'll see you on the 8th, man, because I'll be down there in Flowery Branch.
I'm gonna try to make it on the 8th, but I'll definitely be there Saturday.
Okay, good deal. All right, Smitty. Appreciate it as always, bro.
No doubt, my guys.
All right, we'll see you soon.
Hey, Hancock.
Yeah.
Before I go, y'all gonna lose George Pickens for nothing.
Hey, that's the way we do, man. I think we're gonna franchise him, and then we'll see what else happens. You know, they might do it 2 years in a row.
Ain't that gonna happen? Because the crazy thing is, he should be making what CeeDee Lamb should be making. What CeeDee Lamb is making. And
but you know the problem with that, it's gonna be hard for him, especially this year when you look at it. The money that he's made, if they pay him and franchise him at $27-28 million, that's a lot of money for him.
And that's
he can't turn that down.
Yeah, ain't no signing bonus, ain't no none of that. They're just straight cash.
Yeah.
So,
And so he got to play under that this year.
yeah. But hey, it is what it is. But I appreciate y'all always, welcome me on, to do my thing. I appreciate y'all.
Oh, absolutely,
And,
man. We appreciate
and
it
then-
more than anything.
And I'll jump back on with y'all soon, probably when the season starts.
All right, folks.
But I'm gonna be busy the next 2-3 weeks.
All right, that's cool.
All right, Antoine Dark Shadow Smith.
Hey, listen, we gotta go somewhere and watch the Pittsburgh game with Coach. All right, because I want to sit around and laugh the whole 2.5 hours.
hey, HOJ, let me know. I try to show up.
All right, that'll work.
All right.
All right.
Peace.
Take it easy, Smith.
Yeah, Smitty Smith. Coach, you don't need to be worried about the Pittsburgh Steelers. You need to be worried about them officials up in North Carolina, like Lombardi and Ed Davis, keeping them folks out of jail. What's going on up there?
Yeah, UNC football is off to a rough start, and the season ain't even started yet.
Coach might have quiet about that.
I don't think you know football fan.
Coach, you quiet as they are about Shanahan having that wreck up there in San Francisco.
Man, Shanahan said it was all his fault.
Yeah, he said it now. After they done covered it up for 2 weeks, this thing happened 2 weeks ago. They ain't said nothing.
Found out about it Saturday.
Yeah. And the folks that wrote the ticket to the girl, he done ran over and hit her. Come on, man. They sure take care of them, boy. Oh, did I say that out loud? My bad.
All right, Ryan Clark.
Hey, H.O. ain't gonna fire me, though.
No, we ain't gonna do none of that. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. We ain't doing none of that. But we'll do a quick ballers, busters, and boy stop real quick. How about that? And then we'll jump right into our question of the day and our roundtable discussion. We got to talk about this leaking information about Jalen Durham possibly going to Minnesota if it's not already happened yet. So Minnesota, if that's going to be the thing, Minnesota's kind of building something that we didn't expect. All right, real quick. I'm going to go ahead and go first with the baller, bust, and boy stop. My baller this week, of course, Andrew Jones being inducted to the Hall of Fame.
Open the door and let passengers in.
I'll drive a van.
Okay.
I'll drive a van. Get on in the car. Coach, what you got?
Yeah.
Coach, is on you, bro. I guess
I'm with Andrew Jones.
You getting in the car too?
I said I'm with Andrew. You didn't hear me when I said?
Oh, my bad.
There you go.
All right, Hancock, what you got?
Yeah, man. Andrew Jones, man. That was big, man. I think it's well deserved.
Absolutely. Buster Award. I just got through talking about it. Mike Lombardi and the UNC football program. They need to tighten up. They might be the worst decision the UNC ever made. To hire and bringing Belichick them there.
Whoa. Mike Lombardi's with North Carolina, right?
Yeah.
It sounds like you said USC. I was going to say, hold it, he ain't with them.
I said UNC.
Oh, okay, well I don't care about that.
Oh yeah, I know you're a basketball UNC fan.
UNC basketball and USC football.
Yeah, ain't that something? All right, Coach, what you got for your Buster?
Jared Jones going incoherent today. There you go. He didn't open his mouth. He started talking incoherent about something. I'm like, Jared, we're going to need a translator and some other stuff to know what you're talking about. But you got to talk and talk over everybody. I don't understand. But
Asa?
Jared Jones said, I'm going to do the talking.
My buster for the week. Got to be the Braves. You can't be losing 13 to whatever it was, 16-2 or
14-3.
A football score.
Yeah.
To the second to last team in the East.
Touchdowns against the field goal, yeah.
Yeah. So that's, and especially when I'm saying that the 20 games from All-Star break to the first 20 games, they had, in my opinion, they needed to go 15-5 in order to really keep a lead in the NL East. But fortunately, the Phillies are losing too. But still, 14-3 to the Mets, it's not good.
Not good at all. Hancock, what you got?
Big homie, I'm gonna put my Buster and my boy Stop together. And like I said before, it's the Santa Clara Police Department for covering up and I guess taking care of Shanahan, not reporting the him running into people and doing what he did, man. So that's about my Buster and boy Stop. The whole Santa Clara Police Department.
Yeah. Only if they had some folks to take care of the Georgia players down there in Athens like that.
I know that's right.
If they get
the boys in Athens went to University of Auburn. I try to tell you all that.
Dad said he in the car with your hand.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
My boy Stop is, what's the young lady that done started dating all the people in the WNBA?
Nelissa Smith.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Just the fact that this you had to do it on the All-Star weekend.
Dude, she dating them on the same team.
Yeah, man. I mean, my goodness.
Hey, she might be a baller. That might be a baller.
A different kind. A different kind.
I don't know. She got it going on up in there, big homie.
We gotta start taking notes, right? Gotta start taking notes.
you dating both rookies. I mean, come on, man.
All right, Coach, what you got? You jumping in the car?
I don't think Coach, you hired a new worker?
Coach, you there? Y'all get Coach on the phone, man.
Yeah, because that stuff like that don't make no sense.
There you go.
Why y'all dying on the same stand? Wait a minute. Hello?
We see
you. We got you. We here.
Coach, you need some subtitles.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, them ladies, all in one big happy family. Well, I ain't gonna say happy family, but all that dating in a team dating and all that stuff. Yeah. Can't go with that.
Can't go with that.
Hey, so you all right?
What you said, Ace?
No, it's Hancock. You gotta get Hancock. I ain't do nothing, Coach. I don't want to see Bertha. I'm good.
Here we go.
But
man.
That was on the chain, though, boy. Y'all
oh my goodness. I'm gonna get in the car. I want to get in the car with Hancock, but I'm gonna go anybody that decided to take shots at Ryan Clark after he got let go. So that goes RG3. That goes over out there in San Francisco. That goes to anybody that want to take shots. You may not love him, you may not have liked him, but the man never not tell the truth about whatever he saw. And so now that he's getting the short end of a stick, y'all want to take shots at him. So That's my
Shady McCoy just went crazy on him, man.
yeah. So
Yeah,
uncalled for.
yeah, I agree.
Oh my goodness.
All right, let's get to our Hancock.
Shady McCoy trying to
yeah,
get
you are.
popular. He's a goofball. He's a
Shady
goofball.
gonna be in
Jason,
the
you
same. I'm good, man. I'm good. Shady
Okay.
gonna be in the same. He gonna be in the same boat with Brown up there in New England. Cause watch how he act this year.
Mhm.
Okay.
He gonna be a goody two shoe in New England
All
this
right,
year.
fellas. The question of the day: who would you vote for should be in there, and we think we should be in there? I'm gonna give you some names, and all you got to do is say yes or no. These are all the players that are bridge Hall of Fame players in the MLB. So we just go say yes or no when I call the name out.
You said they Friends Hall of
First
Famer?
one.
What do you say they are, big
Well,
homie? They
some
Friends
think
Hall
they
of
should
Famers?
already be in.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
they didn't get voted in, so they
Okay.
still on the outside looking in.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they should. Some, yeah, they hadn't made it in yet. Some think they should already be in. Like Andrew Jones would have been on this list if he didn't get in this past year.
Right. I got you.
All right, here we go. Kenny Lofton.
And
Yep.
I got to think about it, so I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no, but that's
right.
me without looking at what other stats and what he's done. But off the rip, I'm gonna say no.
His postseason, he got one of the highest postseason on base percentage in the history of baseball.
Yeah.
Which is over I think it's close to 500.
Where's he? I forget where's he ranked at in stolen bases.
He in the top. I think he in the top 5, but he won 4 Golden Gloves too. 4 Gold Glove. A 9-time All-Star.
Pretty good, no doubt about it.
Yeah. All right, next one, Barry Bonds.
Come on, man. Even if you just want to count the first half of this stuff before
when he was in Pittsburgh,
steroids, he should be a shoe-in.
All right. Next.
Who?
Who's the third one? HO?
Gary Sheffield.
Oh. And I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you when you're done with your list. I'm gonna tell you why almost everybody you say I'm gonna say yes to, but I'll give you the reason after you go through everybody.
Mark McGwire.
Dang, and you name one more, you might mess up my story. And
I say, put him in. I mean, he could have gone. Like I said, I don't care if they go to the plate with syringes in their arm. If they hit the ball out, I mean, they all show steroids. He just did it better. So,
but
yeah,
he another one though. He had a Hall of Fame in Oakland before he went to St. Louis.
Yeah, so I ain't mad at him. Let him in.
Sammy Sosa.
Yeah, same thing. Even before he became a white man.
Ryan Clark, boy. Ryan Clark lives with us. Ryan Clark lives with us.
Who else, big O?
Nomar.
Nomar Garcia Parra. Nomar Garcia Parra.
Yes. I'm going to stick with my yes.
He had a hell of a steroid run, too. He did.
Coach, what you going with Nomar?
Huh?
What you going with Nomar?
No.
Oh, okay. You going no. All right, here's the good one. Thurman Munson.
No.
I gotta look him up.
I don't know what his numbers were. He was the captain of the Yankees back in the day. But him and Reggie Jackson always got into it. He got to fighting and stuff with Reggie. He was the catcher.
Oh, you didn't know him, Coach? Well, if Coach say no, because I know Coach know who he is. If Coach says no, then I'm gonna ride with Coach.
He's saying no because he got beat up by Reggie. He beat Reggie Jackson up. That's why he said no.
No, he just didn't put up enough power numbers. He didn't put up enough power numbers.
I'm with you, Coach. I'm with you on that.
Baseball was a little different back then, also, Coach. I mean, 30 home runs was a hell of a season. I mean, that was big time back in that time. So, I mean, I don't know. You have to kind of gauge it on errors and when he played, you know. So I don't know. It's tough on that.
Next to the last one, Lou Whitaker. Lou Whitaker.
Why I know his name?
What did Tiger? Yeah,
Detroit.
Him and Trammell and all them boys together.
Yeah,
that was
Trammell.
Yeah.
Did he play with Whitaker? I mean, Cecil. Did he play with Cecil? Yeah.
Nah, I thought he was in front of Cecil. Wasn't he?
Oh, okay.
He might have called. They might overlap.
Okay.
Yeah, he on the borderline.
Okay.
Well,
again, I'm gonna.
He's not in there yet.
Here's the reason why I'm saying
Roger
yes
Clemens.
to all those. Oh,
Roger Clemens. Put him in.
Roger Clemens.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
All right, this is the last one on the list. Dan Quisenberry. Closer for the Kansas City Royals back in the day.
Yeah, he had some good years with that submarine pitch.
Submarine closer. Played with George Brett and the Kansas City team back in
he with the Royals.
Yeah.
He was pretty good closer, man.
I'm gonna ride with Coach. I know Coach seen him play. In his prime.
Who had the better sidearm? Kent Jacoby or Dan Quisenberry?
That's tough.
Jacoby.
You going to Jacoby? I don't know. It's pretty tight.
Yes.
The reason why I was saying yes just about everybody, because the MLB got to do something real quick, because they're all about numbers, right? But they letting some guys in who I believe would not get in, but they're only getting in because they don't want to go any years without having nobody get into the Hall of Fame. So go ahead and take the steroid boys and put them all in at once. Just put them in at once. Get it out the way. Get it out the way. Pull the Band-Aid off the scab. These guys either were or was implicated in steroids, but they got numbers, and you put them in their box and put them in the Hall of Fame. Yep. You can do the same thing they finally did by putting the Negro League numbers into the Hall of Fame after hundreds of years that they should have been did it. So put them in, because I feel at the end of the day, you putting fringe guys in the Hall of Fame who wouldn't be in the Hall of Fame, but you got to have a ceremony, and so guys are getting in who nobody knows really. You know what I mean? I won't say nobody knows them, but it's a head scratcher with some of these guys they're putting in now. Or you have somebody like Andrew Jones going in, and he shouldn't be really going in by himself. He should be going in with some of his peers, but they're holding people out.
Yeah.
So you name Barry, you name Clemens, you name Sosa, you named McGuire. Put them at the same time.
I left out Palmeiro, but I'm pretty sure.
I mean, he another. Yeah, put him in. Go ahead and put him in.
Mister, I can't speak English.
Ace, what do you need, Ace? I can't hear him. What do you need?
Oh, these subtitles.
Palmero, Mister. I don't know English. Don't speak English.
Oh, we're laughing about that joint tonight. Oh my goodness. But yeah,
Boy,
so
y'all are insane.
it just go ahead and have the story. Everybody knows who it is, but it's it's ridiculous to be having this conversation and you have guys who probably should. Oh, I'll put it this way: the MLB can't have it both ways. You can't have these same guys not in the Hall of Fame, but these same guys save your sport.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I agree.
Exactly.
You said that perfectly. All right. With that being said, let's talk about this Jalen Duren thing. Jalen Duren reportedly will sign a 4-year deal for $140 million with the Minnesota Timberwolves after not meeting with Detroit in a 5-year deal, $225 million.
So
So
wait a
my
minute.
question,
So what they gonna do with the other boy from France, the big old tall boy?
Rudy Gobert,
Yeah, is he being moved?
There.
not that I know of.
No, I think then Doran will replace losing because Minnesota also lost what what's his name
I know you're talking about, but he was a
Nas
stretch.
Reed. Nas Reed.
Nas Reed. Yeah,
But
yeah.
Nas was a stretch big. You see what I'm saying? He could spread the floor. You're gonna have two guys that got to play in the paint. I don't know how that works. I mean,
But that, you talk about $35 million for 4 years and $45 million for 5 years. So my question is, would you pay Jalen Duren that amount of money?
Not based off his playoff experience. No.
I just think you get a big old bruiser less than that, because to me that's all he is. A big bruiser. He can't score. That's what hurt them in the playoffs. You can't get any offense out of that position. He's just a dunker and a rebound, screen setter. And he rolls hard, but that can only get you so far. You saw what happened to Detroit. You know that they couldn't get anything out of that position scoring wise, and he
Does
became unplayable in certain parts of that series.
does Detroit does Detroit now go hard and try to work something out to get Durant, or is that too late now? They got to wait for a trade for the trade deadline during the season.
Mm. If you could swing it, I don't know if it will be too late. You could swing it. That's not past anything deadlines or anything. If you can get a Durant to go in with what they had, that would be perfect.
Because Cat needs scoring help.
Say it again, Ace.
Well, I tell you this, Coach, my bet looking better and better. I said, well, Detroit needs scoring help, so that's why I brought up KD, right? Because they do
I
something to
agree.
go get, because they need scoring help.
They
And
need
now that
scoring.
the East done got much better, got even better now with LeBron coming back to the East and all the moves that have been made. Detroit
I
going
agree.
from a 1 seed last year, they could be a 4 seed. You know what I mean? You know that
Yeah.
regular season is going to count when it comes to matchups for the playoffs the next 2 years in the East.
I agree.
But to you, Coach,
Like I said, Kevin Durant.
Go ahead.
I know I'll take Coach. I like my bet even more better. I like my bet better now, even more so, because I don't see Minnesota getting to the Western Conference Finals. So that means they're not getting to no finals at all.
Yeah,
With this,
I don't, like I said, I don't even like the Melo move over there. I didn't think that was a good tandem. I don't like that. But that's just me. We'll see. I could be wrong. But I don't like that. I didn't like that move at all.
Kevin.
Mm-hmm. All right, Coach, we're running a little late. Go ahead and tell everybody what time it is.
Bunch of coward and he
55 p.m.
time for the fun bag, Coach. What we got? Oh, you did do it.
SRT fun bag, go.
No. Think. Since you're thinking now, go on. Think. Is it fun?
No, sir.
No.
No, sir.
Absolutely not.
Zero fun, sir.
Oh, funny.
What in the world is in that bag? What you got in that bag?
Are we having fun yet?
Yes, sir.
You know
You
what?
already know it's the SRT fun bag. It is time to get all the way into the fun bag. We'll go deep into our bag tonight to see what we got going on. So welcome to the SRT fun bag. Look like the VP is out tonight. Well, Carletta probably is here and the rest of the crew. I know Tracy is here, so let's get this thing going. First question. In elementary school, when you got home from school, what was your routine? What's the first thing that you did?
I was a latchkey kid, so my first thing was to go to the refrigerator and find out what I had to do to have done before Mama got home.
Okay.
Yeah, I had two different stages of that. I was a latchkey kid at first, so I would just go home and kind of get ready, sit around the house, get something to eat, and it was just that. But when later on, it was like, okay, come in, did whatever homework I had, and then it was out to play throw 'em up, bust 'em up. We called it hot ball, but that's what we played.
Throw up tackle, listen, I done heard throw up tackle calls, every man for himself or whatever.
Yeah.
I done heard every
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with Dad. You got to change them clothes. You got to get out them school clothes. And get
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Oh yeah.
All right, Coach, what you got?
I made a sandwich. Wasn't no food ready, so I made me an old sandwich. Got out of my clothes and started watching whatever's on TV. No, I went outside after I did that. No,
Yeah,
I take that
you
back.
got
I ain't
them.
go outside because Mama said you better be in that house.
I know that.
Yes,
right.
ma'am.
All right, name an instrument that you wish you could have learned to play.
Piano.
I think the guitar.
Well, I played the alto sax, and so, and then my brother, like my whole family played instruments. So, my mom played the piano, my sister played the violin. My brother was the smartest one out of all of us. He played like 3 instruments: the guitar, trombone, trumpet, and he made me take his guitar notes and transfer them into my saxophone notes. He made me, you know what I mean? So yeah. But outside of the saxophone, maybe piano. I just didn't have the temperament to learn to play the piano.
I wanted to play the piano.
Dog Shadow. Dang.
Barnabas Collins, baby. Barnabas Collins.
Barnabas Collins be they played that music. You start looking around like, what the heck?
Yeah, yes, sir. Ladies love the saxophone. Listen, some of my favorite artists at first were saxophone players.
Name a restaurant that you would love to be an ambassador for, and you get 1 free meal each week.
What's that red dog? I got it on my mind. Oh shoot.
Tracy said she want to play the piano. She wish she would have learned how to play the piano.
Shoot.
I don't know what restaurant.
I got one. If you in the Atlanta area, look up
Big Easy.
Big Easy, obviously, right? You know, they're the sponsor to the show. But if you live in the Atlanta area, nah. But if you want to go out and have a good time, and I have a nice I guess you'd say fancy night, but you want to go out and just enjoy something different you never had before in the Atlanta area, look up a restaurant called Consulate.
Yeah, I think you told us about that one before. Constantly. Yeah.
Every 90 days they change their menu to a different. They do a spin the globe night, and they change them and on based on that spin the globe night, they change their menu to whatever country that they land in.
All right, here go my music question. If they let R. Kelly out of jail for 4 weeks to make an album,
you want to get banned? That's what
would you
buy
it? And would you buy it? And do you think it'd be top 10 Billboard?
I buy it. I used to say I wouldn't do nothing with listen to R. Kelly, but if I'm drinking Coke or if I'm doing anything else, they've been doing stuff to kids and killing us and doing it. All these brands that we say we mess with, we still buy. They did worse things than R. Kelly did. And I'm not condoning R. Kelly. Don't get me wrong. I'm not. But I'm just saying it's hypocritical because if we go back and we look at some of the stuff we deal with, R. Kelly almost look like a saint.
Listen, I grew up. R. Kelly's in the era that I grew up in. I still play his music with the windows up, though.
Hey, I used to hide. I don't even hide no more. If it come on, I'm jamming. I ain't even messing. I didn't mess with the little girls. He did.
What was the question again? Because I mean, this has been a rough night. We got Ryan Clark. Y'all been knocking down the letters tonight. Y'all jumped on the letters.
Would you buy the album and do you think it'd be top 10 Billboard?
Oh yeah, definitely top 5.
Hey, if R. Kelly put out an album tonight, it'll be number 1 in the morning.
Well, yeah. The Boondocks ain't never lied about that episode.
There you go, Martin. That's what I'm talking about right there, Martin.
Yeah, you married a 14-year-old. Yep. Yeah. Shoot, we watched a bunch of movies. The director back in the 80s.
Yeah.
Well, matter of fact, he married the girl that he adopted.
Woody Allen. Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Woody Allen. They don't. But see, that's what I'm saying. Is it behind the curtain or something? We can't see it. We won't talk about it. But, Bill Cosby come out. They want to get him. Everybody, Michael Jackson. But they don't say nothing about these other people. Something wrong with that.
They'll say it would be top 10 and only a few will admit that they even bought it.
But they
gotta buy it now. You can just stream. You can just. You beat me to it. You beat me to it. You ain't even gotta go buy it now. I just download it to my house. You ain't even got to.
All right, here's the money question. The Powerball tonight, you take home $190 million out of taxes and everything. I'm gonna give you 3 titles. Rank who you will hire first, second, and third. Lawyer, CPA, financial advisor.
I think first for me would be the lawyer because I had to find out everything pertaining legalities to my money, first of all, to protect it. Then I get with an accountant because we got to figure out what kind of shelters and whatever we got to clean, get this money hidden because we got to hide it from the government. Yeah, I said it. And what was up?
CPA,
paying the taxes.
Yeah, well,
and I got an honor. I'm gonna get in the car with Hancock, but I got an honorable mention. I'm hiring another lawyer that none of them know about.
Yeah, to watch him. You right? Yes, sir.
To watch them first 3. They ain't gonna know about that second lawyer. He is strictly to watch them other 3.
Yeah, that's a good one, Ace. I like that. You gotta have that casino. So you gotta have that high in the sky.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. Yep, I agree.
Coach, what about you, Coach?
I do what they say. You know, I don't do
Coach in the car with us. We got you, Coach. We got you.
I'll be
Matter of
lost.
fact, that second lawyer is that's your fee.
Yeah.
Say the second lawyer, that's your fee. All right, man. Shit, it's 9:05, man. It's time to go. The Dream was losing at half.
Yeah.
So it's time to get on off and finish up the Dream game and see what the Braves go. Can they close this second game out?
Do you see a big night next week? Because we'll be on after the trade deadline, won't we? It's August the 3rd.
Yeah, that's Monday. Yeah.
Yes, I'll be. So do you see a big night? Making a big splash for the Braves before you get off?
No, not a big splash. I don't think Double A is a big splash type guy. I think it'll be something small, something that's going to be helpful, hopefully helpful, but not no splash.
Okay.
Not no Cora Seager or somebody like that.
Scooble from Detroit or anything like that. I got you.
I don't think I won't give up the farm and all that for just a rental player. Yeah, like we just talked about, we might not even have baseball next year, so ain't no sense of doing all that.
And that might hold up to your point. Yeah, a wasted season because it might not be no season.
Right, but then again, you could go all out, give up the farm because this could be the last time you get a chance to win the World Series.
Yeah.
Couple of different ways to look at it.
Yeah.
All right. With that being said, let me go ahead and close this thing out. Think I should play the new intro for Mr. Hancock because I'm not sure if he hadn't heard.
No, I hadn't heard it.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and drop that down and let Mr. Hancock hear what's going on Sports Roundtable as we end the show. Yeah, G came on last week and he remixed it and did a whole lot of remixing and added a little something to it. And he came on the show and explained how he went through the process and everything. So it was pretty neat.
All right.
Here we go.
Y'all know what time it is. I don't even gotta say it. Y'all already know. SRT the click. We in the A. SRT the click. Keep it super lit. Got a check. Need a place to bet. Got fruit cups on deck. We don't play every Wednesday. You gotta turn up. Keep it real. Everybody in the A. Tune to us. Yeah. Super slick when I spin move. I just touch down. Wrist move and it's HO from Bankhead. So we don't tie. We gotta go for two. Money ain't nothing fun. Coach call it a play, we gotta fall in. SRT be the crew, you know we ballin'. Sports Roundtable, the only option. Bankhead. So what I do? Turn up every Wednesday with the SRT crew. Yeah. So what I do? Turn up every Wednesday with the SRT crew.
Okay.
Yes, sir. With that being said, that is going to end the show. Yeah, he said he had to throw them violins in there, and he had to put the orchestra sound. So, yeah.
That's what's up.
Yep. There you go, Marty. Got them violins jamming. Yes, sir. Yes, he did. So as we end the show, we will go ahead and play the instrumental now.
All right.
So I'm gonna go ahead and shout out Smitty, shout out Coach, Hancock, and Asa, and everybody who tuned in, continue to tune in each and every week for us. As we had a record-breaking week last week, 4,100 downloads from Sports Roundtable from last week.
Okay.
And I guess everybody was trying to listen. They kept listening to the intro because it was definitely on there. So yeah, I can understand why. But yeah, man, continue to support Sports Roundtable and SRT as we continue to do our thing. Episode 485 is in the book, and that's all I got. All right, Coach, what you got?
Shout out to the SRT family, everybody that working here tonight, and everybody that came on. Shout out to the listeners. Shout out to everybody who is out there. Shout out to Bob.
All right, Ace.
Hey, one time to everybody. UHO Coach Hancock, always good to see you. Had me in tears today. SRT family, always good to chop it up with you all. Always have a good time on Wednesday.
Absolutely.
I know my week is almost done when I come on Wednesday, so it's a good thing.
Hallelujah. All right, Han, what you got?
Yeah, big homie, just glad to be back in the saddle, man, and hanging out, talking sports. You know, busting Coach up a little bit is always a pleasure. Love Coach to death, man. And all the SRT family, man, continue supporting the show. Appreciate it. I saw my fam on here. Marty from Memphis checking in, so good to see that. There's all the normal players still in the building and all the other tenants. Appreciate y'all checking in, man. Y'all keep riding with the SRT.
Absolutely, man. With that being said, let that episode 485 continue. We hadn't done it in a while, but we finna do it tonight. R.I.P. Moms and Pops and R.I.P. BC. And if you love the show,
tell a friend.
And if you didn't,
Santa Clara Police Department ain't gonna tell on you no way.
And we out. Peace.
Y'all hold it down, man.
Yes, sir.